So as you guys know, hostels can be a serious hit or miss. So today I'm going to be talking about the SOM Hostel, the place I stayed in Phuket, Thailand. So overall, I really enjoyed the SOM Hostel, and it wasn't because of the location or the room quality, and it just came down to customer service. I really loved the family that ran the hostel. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but the hostel was actually run by a Korean family. So when I got there, I was surprised that while I was on vacation, I was still speaking Korean. But don't worry, they speak perfect English. Now, the hostel was actually in a really good location. It wasn't too close, but wasn't too far from all the main things. It was about a 10-minute walk from the main party strip. And when I say party strip, this is where you're going to be going for your lady boys, your clubs, your bars, and your ping pong shows. Now, while you're walking to it, the street that you're walking about 10 minutes to get to the main party strip, there's a bunch of restaurants, gift shops, tour booking places, so it was really convenient. The restaurants on the strip are delicious. There's plenty of places to buy little trinkets, gifts for your family, clothes to take back home, bathing suits if you brought one or you want more. So it was really convenient, and the hostel itself is actually only a 5-minute walk from the beach. Now, looking at a closer proximity around the hostel, it wasn't, let's say, like the safest place, but I didn't at all feel endangered. It was a little bit dimly lit, but it didn't feel dangerous to me at all. Near the hostel surrounding it, there's a convenience store. There's actually a bikini store right near there. There's a small little Home Shack bar, and there's actually right across the very small parking lot a laundry service that's very cheap and very convenient. So next, let's talk about the room quality. Now, I don't put as much emphasis on room quality just because I place more emphasis on the safety around the hostel, as I'm usually walking back to the hostel by myself or with only one other friend. But, you know, I like to come back to a clean, nice hostel, even though I'm only spending sleeping time there. Now, the rooms at the SOM Hostel weren't luxurious, but I mean, they were doable. The beds were well kept, washed. Every day there were new sheets. The refrigerator didn't have sticky stuff in it from like leftover food that no one cleaned out. Everything was really well kept, up to date. The bathroom was perfectly fine. Drainage all worked. So it was really good. Not luxurious, I would say, but hey, it was a place to rest your head at night. The one complaint I do have about the rooms is actually the walls are quite thin. So if you're having a noisy neighbor or someone who comes back late, you might hear them coming in the middle of the night. So if you're a really light sleeper and this kind of stuff bothers you, you might want to look at a different hostel with thicker walls. However, I can sleep pretty much anywhere, and once I'm asleep, I'm pretty much out. So this kind of thing didn't bother me. So the family that runs the SOM Hostel also runs a scuba diving company called Devilsdivers, and they're also a licensed booking company. So it was really wonderful. I could go downstairs, pick a pamphlet, and decided what I wanted to do that day, and they would book it for me. But the great thing about them was they not only booked it, they negotiated a lower price for me. And when it comes down to it at the end of the week, they probably saved me like a good $60 to $100. So if you're like me and you're kind of doing this trip on the whim and you're deciding what you want to do today, it's more of a revamping vacation than like exploring vacation, then this is definitely kind of a hostel you'd want to stay at. They definitely accommodate your whimsiness and your last minute planning. And also, if you're thinking about scuba diving, this is great because it's the hostel and the scuba diving in one. Basically, when it comes down to it, I really love the SOM Hostel, and it wasn't because of the room or the location, but it basically came down to the service. I absolutely loved the service I received while I was at this hostel. So if you're going to be traveling to Phuket, Thailand anytime soon and you're looking for a hostel to stay in, I'll link the links below and you can check out the SOM Hostel yourself. This is The Traveling Kimchi. Bye!